Hi, Robin with Oxy-Dry, and today I thought I'd take a minute here to show you guys carpet cleaners a little idea for how you can simply, easily, and very inexpensively add weight to your either OP or rotary machine. We have two rotary machines here with two little bit different type of setup here, and an OP machine with a which is fairly standard. I think this is Orbitech, and the Orbot and the Orbot Vibe both have a similar motor where the motor cap on the top has this open screen, which is where the intake is for the cooling for the motor, because there's a fan underneath there and it draws air and keeps the motor cool. These two machines here work a little bit different. Well, only different in that the cap sits on top. This is the original cap for my MD180. I got my one with the decal on sitting right there. But anyway, and the intake in this case is right here, and this cap sits a little bit raised up above, and so it draws air from around the edges and draws it through the motor. So how do we add weight? Simply and easily. Well, my MD180 originally came with this little device, and as you can see, it has it's made of mild steel, and it has a little stem on it and a flat round plate with pre-drilled holes that happen to just line up with the holes for the screws that hold the motor cap on. And so it sits there on top of the motor, and then your 25-pound weight goes like that, and away you go. And I guess I could actually add another 25-pound weight on there if I wanted to. The reason why you'd want to use that is perhaps if you're doing hard floor stripping and even sanding, I guess, although I wouldn't use this machine for that. But it is a 1.5 horse, so it wouldn't have any trouble probably with that much weight. But I want to be able to have the weight on there when I'm doing hard floor cleaning, such as wood floor cleaning or LVP, things like that. So having the ability to add weight is something I want to have the option for. But the question is, how do we add weight to this one? Because we can't block off the cooling on the top of the motor. And so what I did is I came up with this idea, and this motor cap, which is made of metal, I just tapped threads in here, and this little device goes in like this, threads in. Now the Orbot and the Vibe have the same looking cap, but it's made of plastic, so I really don't think it would be able to handle that unless you replace the motor cap with a metal one, which it should be the same, like it should fit, I think, but you'd have to maybe go to a motor repair place, and maybe they'll have a metal cap that they'd be able to sell you that would match up with the one the Orbot Vibe and the Orbot Vibe use, or if you have another machine with that type of head, but you have to have the metal head, otherwise I don't think that would be able to handle, the threads wouldn't handle it, it would not work. But anyway, so I then put this thing on here, and this just goes kerplunk, and away we go. So that I can add the 25 pounds to this OP machine and any other machine with a motor head style like that. Now this one here is a little bit different, and I actually just pulled it out a few minutes ago, and I never even noticed this before, but this device that came with my MD180 has these 3 holes, and I never even really noticed that. I came in over here to see how I would attach it, and I realized that, well, it'll just sit right there where those screws are. It's actually made for either style of a machine, so there you go. Just pull out the screws, put this device in place, put the screws back in, and I can add the weight to this machine. So there's a very simple, easy, and inexpensive way to add weight to your OP or your rotary machine. And so if you need to do that and want to do that, there's a tip on how to do it. So anyway, thank you for watching, and have a good day.